on paper favorites. I think especially with that Cluj playoffs run, that's obviously always going to help. But Heroic have really proven that they can actually live up and kind of, I guess, fight up and scalp some pretty big names as well. And we've seen that. I think you mentioned Tanir, and that story in itself is actually really interesting. Tanir was basically a stand-in for Nilo, who didn't want to commit to team immediately. He wanted to take a little bit of kind of a personal break before committing in, but he's been so good that Tanir is technically fighting for a spot. And, what better motivation to fight for your spot in a tier 1 team by continuing your top performances and also making Nilo's life a little awkward now, because I don't even know if Nilo's actually better than Tanir right now. So it's a super cool team. You get some Pius on the level that you want to see from him. Again, just Saw proving how good of a coach he can be as well. He's really got that kind of Ash notoriety around him about finding youngsters, breeding them into these top level players, and then if you want, well, as Heroic have also done as well, selling them off for a hell of a lot of cash and keeping the lights on back home. So all in all, I like this team a lot. I think they're cool. The ex-Sangao core, I was actually worried when they initially got picked up. It was understandable why it got picked up, right, for VRS rankings as a core, but I always thought Jota was the main player over towards that Sangal team, but I think you're spot on. Exiles look absolutely fantastic. I've loved what I've seen out from him. Youngsters a really good couple of moments as well, and when you put in the additions of kind of Tanir, some Pius, LNZ, he's got a lot to call around. So this team's exciting. I think they're really cool. And I think more than anything, there's no better motivator. Screw the Dallas spot, right? Heroic just want to just beat Astralis. That is the thing that's going to fuel them a little bit here. There is a rivalry here, no matter which way you put it. As much as Astralis will try and ignore it because they're always on the losing end of it, Heroic love this rivalry. They love this matchup. The social media game is probably as good as it gets, right? And I know for a fact they're going to be having an absolute field day.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Once you don that Heroic jersey, I think, there is a little bit in there. It might even be in the small print of the contract that it's like the main rival is Astralis. It's potentially something that, we lack a little bit in esports. CS has more history behind it, so it might be a bit easier to angle for. But yeah, those rivalries and the player rivalries might be there a little bit, but then also everyone's like friends, you know what I mean? Like everyone's cool with each other for the most part.
Yeah.
So they don't really get played out. But this is like definitely a healthy organizational rivalry that, I think will sort of keep going on and make it very, very interesting, to kind of watch. And there's a few more stakes behind it that, we might look in future and be like, right, last time they met, it was a Heroic victory. That's the first one in the past 5. Can Astralis return to it? So, that'd be kind of cool to sort of keep track of. And this could be one of the games that catches the attention, as we've talked about. It was sort of covered on social media and whatnot as being, a pretty cool game. And the fact that it's delayed, the fact that there's pressure there, you go